judges. Thank you. Questions, please.
Concerning the outbreak of street violence and the roving gang that you had to deal with in Center City, what are some of your answers and solutions to that?
Yeah, that's a picture question. He heard me last night when I went nuts. So, a guy was asking me about, can we get more police and put more cameras and all? I said, look, we can do all that. I can do, but I've introduced a bill that is again controversial. It's Senate Bill 99. It's called parent accountability. It means if your child is adjudicated and in the court system and the parent is discovered to be a participant, it means if you sell drugs or you smoke weed and you participate with your child, you're going to be charged by the district attorney's office. It also means if you know your child's tearing up stuff like flash mobbing and you turn a blind eye to it, you're going to be held criminally liable for it, not just civilly liable for it. Now, the bill basically says you're going to be charged, not necessarily prosecuted. If you're charged, there's a pretrial program that allows you to get to a place where if you don't know what it's like to be a parent, what the levels of responsibility are, what right and wrong is, we'll teach you that. We'll take on those responsibilities. And if you get certified, you won't be prosecuted, you won't be charged. But that said, social issues such as flash mobbing, I had 2 daughters, but they're the ones who came home, with decent grades and a respectful way of living. But that came in part because, their mother and their father. The reality is, but that issue, there's a balance between what government can do and what government can't do. Government cannot raise your child. It's not supposed to raise your child. You're supposed to raise your child. And as governor, I will have laws on the books, but hopefully I'll be an example. I'll be an example of what can happen, also be an example and not shy away from what parents should do in terms of the process. One more and they're grabbing me. One more question. I apologize. One more question, anybody?
Okay.
In the back.
Hi, I want to thank you for talking about offering practical solutions as opposed to just complaining all the time.
Yeah.
Would you be willing in your administration to be accessible to, say, delegates of families that represent at least 20 to 30 other families who are not complaining about existing funding sources, legislation, or agencies as much as they have data that they want to present to you where, for personal accountability, where a certain employee in an agency or in a court has acted through misconduct to misappropriate funding that is actually removing our children from their educational opportunities. A child can only receive education if they're healthy, and we have damaged here in Philadelphia. Grassroots community development organizations are developing, and businesses already registered with Pennsylvania, like mine, Higher Lyrics Administrative Service, have gathered the data, right, that are showing that the problem is not with the laws and the funding as much as it is in ethical administration thereof, and there is personal accountability. So my question is, would you be willing to, say, have a monthly meeting with, say, 6 to 12 representatives that actually represent hundreds of families per county?
That's music. That's a softball question for me. The obvious answer is yes.
Okay.
Data and information, in fact, are what should drive any process in Pennsylvania. But equally as important, in the area that you're talking about, we need measurable results. And the example I'll give you, the $16.5 per child, which is actually a modest estimation of what we're spending on per child population. In a class of 25 to 30 children, that's about $300,000+ per child. The teacher, at maybe on her best day, gets $70,000. Where's the rest of the money going? So, how's it being spent? Why are our buildings falling down? Why do children not have books? Why are they not prepared to go to school? So, that question not only should be asked, but will be asked by Ms. Governor.
Thank you.
With that, I'll close. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Senator, thank you very, very much for your time and your efforts on the campaign trail. We wish you all the best. We want you to come back often. We appreciate your friendship and look forward to working with you in the future. God bless you. Thank you.